Coventry property investors, did you know that an Article 4 direction on houses of multiple occupation or HMOs is now in operation across a large area of Coventry? Now, are you aware of the repercussions this has on purchasing properties and converting them to HMOs? So, if you are purchasing a residential property, planning class C3, and looking to convert it to a small HMO for up to 6 tenants, planning class C4, you will now need planning permission to do so. Well, prior to Article 4 direction, you'd have been able to do this under permitted development rights without the requirement for planning permission. Now, unfortunately, for many investors, this is not the case anymore. The Article 4 direction on HMOs is in place because Coventry City Council are looking to control the number of HMOs popping up across the city with the view of preserving communities. That is their plan, that's what they've published. Now, with this in mind, getting planning permission for an HMO conversion is not necessarily going to be easy or straightforward with this change. I must emphasise that this does not mean that HMO investment is no longer an option in Coventry, but there's a number of different factors. It needs careful consideration. Now, one avenue you may look down is to buy a ready-made HMO that is all ready to go on completion. Now, if you're looking, thinking, so I'm keen to add value to my property, then there are still plenty of tired existing HMOs on the market where with some refurbishment work and upgrades, you could still achieve an uplift in value and obviously a great return from that as well. You've just got to find them. Now, if a property is already a licensed HMO, then you have grandfather rights in simple terms. You do not need to apply for planning permission. Now, if purchasing an existing HMO, here are a couple of things you need to look out for. Ideally, you want to see a certificate of lawfulness. Now, this is a document that proves that the existing operation of a HMO is lawful. Now, having this protects you from having a future planning issue under the Article 4 direction. Now, if there is not a certificate of lawfulness, then you will need to obtain one in the future. So you'll need to have suitable evidence such as tenancy agreements confirming that the property was operating as a HMO at the time of the Article 4 direction coming into place, which was in September of 2023, and that was in Coventry. Now, bear in mind, licensing and planning are two very different departments. So an HMO license is not on its own likely to be accepted as suitable evidence. Now, if you're looking to invest in HMOs in Coventry, then sign up to our off-market property list by clicking on the link below to receive off-market opportunities ahead of them going onto the open market.